Alright, this is 2Tech coming online for you today, giving you reviews on some of my latest and favorite tech gadgets. So today, I bring to you the Switch, brought to you none other than Nintendo. Alright, so the reason it's called a Nintendo Switch is because of the two switches on both sides. And to detach them, just flip it over and hold down this button on the back and just slide it up. Same thing goes for the other side. And once it comes off, you can see here that now it can just act like a remote controller. And if you're playing multiplayer games that can go up to like 4 people, like Mario Party or maybe Mario Kart, something like that, you can actually connect up to 4 controllers to this console here. So you would just dock this console to your TV, project it on your bigger TV, and each person will have one of these remotes. And I know this is small, so you can actually put a lanyard on this that would help prevent you from dropping it or losing it, because it will just hang off your wrist. And another thing to mention is this thing runs on its own battery once you detach it. So here you'll see the battery levels here, and you can charge them individually, but once it's connected to your console, you just have to charge the whole thing as a whole. So to get it back in, you just slide this in here, into you hear that click. So the remotes pretty much mirror each other, as far as they each have these 4 buttons here. The left side has the arrow buttons, up, down, right, left. The right side has X, Y, A, B, both analog sticks on both sides. Then there's these special buttons. You have this home button here. So if I click on it, it'll take me back to the original screen. You have this screenshot button. If I click on this, it's going to say capture taken, and you can go to your photos to view it. Then you have this plus and minus symbol buttons. Don't mistake them for the volume buttons. They're actually special buttons that you can interact while you're playing in a game. It'll tell you to press this specific button or press this other specific button in the game, and it'll give you special interactions. The volume buttons are actually sitting on the top. You have your increase and decrease volume here, your sleep button, your ventilation or your vent for air circulation so it doesn't overheat, your headphone jack, and then your game card slot. So you can just pop off this lid, push in, wait for it to pop out, and you just take this game out. This game is actually the Starlink game you see there. And you can just push it back in and close the lid. And then on the bottom you have your single charging port. So this is USB-C, which is USB 3.0, I believe. And then on the back you have 2 speakers. So in addition to the physical game you can insert, you can also download other games off the Nintendo eShop. And these are pretty much virtual games that sit within your memory card. And a good thing to note is, you see it looks like I have 4 games here, but then you see this blinking X arrow. So I just tried to get Animal Crossing recently, but it said I didn't have enough memory on my memory card right after I bought it. So so it told me, like, see, if I try to continue to download this, I'll need to archive another game. And these 2 other games are fairly huge, I would say, especially Pokemon Sword. But if I were to archive these other 2 games, I don't think I would actually lose the game. It would just, if I want to, I would have to re-download the games or unarchive it somehow by archiving another one of these games as replacement. So it seems like I can only have like 2 big games at a time. Maybe if you had a smaller game, smaller memory games, maybe you can have up to 3. But then it also gives you the option of these other game card slots. So it goes up to like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So up to 12 slots. So if I click into this first widget, news here, it would bring me to a bunch of kind of articles and videos about other games or game content, or maybe news about Nintendo itself. It has a featured row and a latest row. Oh, you can also find channels here. And these just are a list of channels that you can potentially follow. This guy like Earthlock, Just Dance. Yeah, so if you click into one of these, it's something about Animal Crossing here. There's also videos you can watch. Most of these videos are just maybe video game trailers or upcoming features that are coming out for the game. You can read articles about that. This is just a sample article. Most of the time it'll try to bring you to the eShop to buy additional content. So maybe full articles about the game, or it might try to advertise some expansion for that game, or some new collectibles for, whether it's like maybe like Pokemon. You can buy new areas of the map. Yeah, so see, oftentimes they'll try to take you out to the eShop to purchase something. So let's go ahead and go into the second widget here, which is the eShop. All right, now that we're in the eShop, you can see on the left side, you have these different selections to be able to select from. You have a featured, recent releases, great deals, best sellers, coming soon, Nintendo Switch Online, and Intercode. So the featured is really just featured content that Nintendo itself chooses. And this could be games that are on sale, new games like Pokemon Shield, latest games that are packages like this Jackbox Party Pack of 6, so package deals. Yeah, just it's really a mix of everything else on the left side. So again, you have the new releases or the new games here. And like the other 2 games I purchased on my Switch, you can also purchase these onto your Switch. And you can pay with your credit card or Nintendo eShop card, or even your PayPal. Oh, and every time you purchase something on the Nintendo eShops, sometimes they'll give you these points, and you can reuse those points to again buy back games or buy more games. So that was very nice of them. I guess if you buy enough games, you can. It's like a rewards credit card, pretty much. And then you also have these great deals. So a lot of times older games or maybe not as popular games would go on sale, ranging from like $20 to $10 to $1. Pocket Golf is $1, Monopoly is $10, Uno's $5. And if you can see, like, some of these are maybe been out for a while, so it's like 50% off, 40% off, 60% off, things like that. And then below they have the great deals, they have the best sellers. So right now, Animal Crossing is super hot right now. It's actually making Nintendo a lot of money. It's also making people just buy Switches because of Animal Crossing. Then you have download-only games. So these games look like you're only able to buy them on the eShop and not physically. So these are usually smaller games, as you can see, like Uno. Nothing more than like $15 or so. So these games you can't buy physically in store, but you can only buy it from the eShop. Then you have coming soon. So newer games coming out in the future. It'll tell you the release date. Maybe give you like a preview of it. Yeah, release date. You view some images about the game. See, this one's coming out in like 2 days, so fairly soon. Nintendo Switch Online. Haven't been on this one too much. Maybe not at all. Oh, this is Nintendo's own personal store, I guess. Exclusive to Nintendo. Stuff that they released. Again, you see some of the same stuff like Monopoly and maybe Tetris. And last but not least, you have your enter code to redeem any gift cards maybe or promotional codes. So that's pretty much it for the featured buttons. These other buttons are pretty much settings or management of your Switch. So if you click on controllers here, you can change the grip or the order. You can pair new controllers up to 4. You can find controllers. Oh no, you can pair up to, looks like 10 controllers. I haven't seen a 10-player game, but maybe it's out there. Maybe Mario Party goes up to actually 4 or more, maybe up to 8. Then you have your system settings. Pretty standard. You have parental controls, airplane mode, data management. Oh, here you can insert another micro SD card actually. For more memory. This is where your archive games go. You can either save some data on Nintendo's cloud, so not on your actual Switch device. You have your different users here, your Me account, different themes, black and white, and TV settings if you want to, if you got it Dockerized, if you got it docked and you're connected to your TV. And this is just the sleep or power button that mimics the one on top here. All right, so that's pretty much everything you need to know about the Nintendo Switch without actually going into the games themselves. The longest time I've used this in one sitting was when I was on a plane traveling pretty much from one side of the world to the other. It was the 13-hour flight, and I was really just distracted the whole time by this Switch. It really made that plane ride feel a lot shorter. Because a lot of these games, you don't need a internet connection. Most of them just play offline. Like Pokemon Sword, you can really just go around and catch Pokemon. But if you want to trade Pokemon and stuff is when you need an internet connection. Animal Crossing maybe a little less, but Starlink is just really a story game mode. So yeah, this is a very portable game. If you do commute a lot, whether it's public transportation, I would highly recommend this. It's not too small in which it will strain your eyes. It's a pretty decent size enough to grip both of your hands, enough to really, you're not seeing outside of the screen. So yeah, as I said, they took a lot of thought in making, deciding the size for the Switch, especially since there's only one size right now, right? But besides the Nintendo Lite. So yeah, highly recommend this product. Enjoy, guys. Take care.